Woe to you, O earth and sea.
It's the Hop Nation
USA Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is episode 113 of the Hop Nation USA podcast. I am full of McDonald's, so I am going to be lethargic. This is Adam, of course, and with me, the star of the show, the man, the myth, the guy on the knobs, it's Steve.
I'm full of Subway.
Yeah, so we're both going to be sad pandas.
Not really. I'm sad that I ever eat Subway at all, ever. But, you know, I just had gift card.
I get that. I had no time.
Yeah.
It was my problem.
Yeah. I just had gift card and I used it. And I ate it and I don't let it get me down.
That's
just
right.
try not to think about it.
You just sort of plow through?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I can dig it. So we are here to talk beer, and we have a very special episode.
Every episode's special, Adam.
Yeah, I guess topic. It's the next one. We're doing summer beers.
It's the next one. Way to really drive it back. It's like, we got this really special, one of a kind. It's the next one. It's just this one that we're doing this time.
It's fine. It's fine. But no, we're doing summer beers. It is officially summer.
Yes.
The summer solstice has passed.
So it's time for you to figure out what you should be drinking this summer.
Yes.
And we're here to help you with 3 beers tonight.
Suggestion number 1, Steve, what do we have?
Suggestion number 1 comes from the Royal Docks Brewing Company out of Canton, Ohio. And it's called the Backyard Crusher. It is a American lager, and it's 5.6% with 21 IBUs.
Okay.
And then they zhuzhed it up a bit.
Zhuzhed it up.
Zhuzhed it up by using Egyptian black lime, Mediterranean sea salt,
Okay.
and then citra hops.
I didn't know you could grow limes in Egypt.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things in Egypt.
True.
Yeah,
Like eat Pizza Hut.
right. I bet all those trees are right by the Nile.
Probably.
Yeah, it's a lot of water.
It makes sense.
Makes sense.
So, Backyard Crusher to me just sounds like a wrestler name in the PGW.
That doesn't even sound like a PGW.
PWG.
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 Yeah, that doesn't even sound like that. That's backyard wrestling.
Yeah. Like direct, not even direct to DVD, but like old VHS tapes with Scotch tape labels on them.
Right.
Yeah.
Or a 12-year-old's their creator wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're living their dream of like, what if I was a backyard wrestler, but then Vince McMahon just couldn't take me. Just saw how talented I was.
I had to go straight to the top.
Yeah. Strapped a rocket to me to the top. But yeah, unfortunately, no. It just, it's a lawn chair beer. That's what it's supposed to be.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It's meant to be something that you crush, quotes,
Mm-hmm. Their words, not ours.
As the kids say in their parlance.
Yeet and that.
Yeet in that. Yes, after you crush this can, you can yeet it into a recycling bin.
Gross.
Yeah. They take it even further. Printed on the can, they have a born to be crushed on date.
All right, so they're committed to this.
Yes, they're really committed to this. They spent the time to dial in their little printer to make sure it printed extra.
It's all in the details.
Yeah. But yeah, let's crack it open and see what it's all about.
Yes. Well, taking a look at it, it looks like a Pilsner.
Yeah, how about that? It looks like a VFW beer.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
We've been saying that a lot the past couple episodes.
Well, because we've been drinking a lot of those.
I know,
beers.
we've been drinking a lot of these beers, but like I said, this one was judged up a bit.
Yes.
So hopefully that, it's deceptive in its look.
Yes. So, I'll be honest, there ain't much head going on here.
No, that dissipated really quick.
There's not much effervescence.
No.
I'm very curious on this one now.
Yeah, I again, maybe because of the salt and because of the lime.
That would make sense.
It just cuts,
Yeah.
Just cuts the frothiness.
On the nose, there is a little bit of a citrusy smell there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would even say it smells a little bit like lime.
Mm-hmm. Some
Like
would even say fruity.
Yeah. Even though it's said they had citra hops, it smells more like lime than what your standard like hazy pale ale or whatever.
Right. But that would make sense if you're using enough lime
right
to get that smell. That would kind of correspond with having a lack of head. So that'll all line it up.
oil zests and such.
Yules.
Go back to the lime episode. You'll learn about it.
Yeah. It's a thing.
Yeah, go back to that.
And then come back here.
Right. But yeah, we'll just taste it and see how this turns out.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't hate it.
Don't hate it. And I think that was the goal that they were going for.
Yeah.
Don't hate it.
Don't hate it.
It doesn't seem like the kind of beer that they're trying to appeal to a very specific audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I think they're looking for a broad base.
Yeah.
And I think they got it.
This is very similar to last week when we had the premium lager from the Guam one.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very similar in the fact that it is a lager. Looks like a VFW beer.
Mm-hmm.
But it has just that little bit of extra like tropicalness on both the nose and the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, hey, it's a little bit different. This isn't just a regular old macro.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I would put this above any macro.
Well, yeah, that's
Well, I'm just saying. That's a good benchmark.
true, especially if you're looking for something that is crushable.
Yeah.
As the kids say.
As the kids say. Yeah, if you're looking for crushable cans to eat, this is the one. But, I think that's a good benchmark to put out anytime we're talking about lagers like this. Like, if you can say it's better than any macro,
then you're doing all right.
yeah, it's worth going out and searching for this. Because otherwise, if you're just making pilsners and lagers on the same level,
Yeah.
who cares?
Right.
I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not. That's just my opinion.
Then there's at least one person that has that, so it's valid.
Yeah. But it's like if you're not better than that mass produced trash,
Right.
who cares?
What are you doing? Yeah. You're
Yeah,
not
who
gonna
cares?
draw anybody in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go save money
Right.
and buy the trash. I'm sorry.
So fortunately, we don't have to worry about that with this beer.
No, you don't. This one's worth spending the extra. If it's a little extra, I don't know what the price is, but
Treat yourself.
yeah, treat yourself.
So let's continue to drink on this, and then we can treat ourselves to some news, note, and neat. Steve, what you got in the 3N?
Well, let's see. We've got a bunch this week, actually.
All right.
I'm going to start with a story from Germany.
Germany.
So we were talking about last week how Firefly Festival was going to happen over the weekend, and now we're past Firefly Festival.
Yes.
Apparently there was another music festival that happened that same weekend.
What was it?
This one is called the Shield and Sword Festival.
Okay.
White power nationalists.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently those things happen over in Europe. Not. I imagine they maybe happen here in America.
I assume so.
There's got to be at least one
Right. I don't know of any.
that like Screwdriver shows up to or something. I don't know, but
I don't know.
yeah. However, the one that occurred in Germany occurred in the town of Ostritz, Germany.
Okay.
And they obviously the locals are not really happy about that.
I can imagine that.
Most people aren't happy about
Right.
a bunch of neo-Nazis descending on your town.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
Right. For music and tattoos and such. Part of that, though, is the local government did decide, if you're going to show up and do this shit, we're going to impose an alcohol ban.
Okay.
And because of that, the police, they confiscated 4,200 liters of beer
Okay.
from the incoming Nazis.
Holy shit. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, they said, no, none for you.
Hey.
And then they took it all away.
Nice.
To translate that to American, that's 1,109 gallons
Okay.
or 71 kegs.
That's a lot of beer.
That's a lot of beer to take off a Nazi. That's a lot of Nazi beer. On top of that, though, the citizens of Ostritz, they went a little step further.
Okay. How so?
Well, because anybody who's been to, a music festival, especially one that's kind of located in a town, like if you've been to Riot Fest in Chicago, you can kind of go in and out of the festival, and you can go to shops around Chicago,
Right.
and you can get drunk, in the bar.
It's all kind of intertwined.
Yeah. One of our, when we were at Riot Fest, me, Sam, and a few other friends, we were going to a bar that was pretty close to the fairgrounds.
Okay.
And they had a special that was called a bullshit.
All right.
And so you get a can of Old Style, and you get a shot of Evan Williams.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right. That sounds very Chicago.
Right. and it was like $5.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Shot in a beer.
Shot in a beer, $5.
That's
It's a
blue
good
collar
way.
lunch bucket.
So for the people of Auschwitz to combat any of this kind of shenanigans happening,
Oh, we kind of shenanigans.
yeah, well, no, that's not
I
German. That is not. To combat that, though, they just bought all the beer.
Oh,
So
okay.
So not only could the Nazis not bring anything in, they could not buy anything in town either.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you have a bunch of sober skinheads just wandering around.
So that just means they're just gonna leave earlier.
Either they're going to leave earlier, or they're going to go to bed early.
Right.
You know, they're not going to be screaming in the streets.
They're not gonna be hooligans.
Right. Yeah.
Good. Good on them.
Yeah. Good on them. It's a good way. Also, you know, you just take fun away.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good way to combat Nazis. Just take fun away from
Right.
them.
Exactly. You don't ban them. You don't give them that.
Right.
But make it as miserable and as
Yeah.
pointless as possible.
Right. Yeah. Make it a miserable, pointless experience.
Right. And they'll just go away on their own.
Right. Fucking institute noise ordinance bans. I don't know what the laws in Germany are, but
Nor do I.
Obviously, we have like noise ordinance where you have to finish a concert by 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
So institute one that ends at 9.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
This weekend only.
Yeah, you got to play your hate music. You know.
Right.
like,
Exactly.
at a low level.
Keep your hate down to a low roar.
Yeah.
Mabel's trying to sleep.
Keep it down. I got work in the morning, you shits.
Yeah, good on them.
Yeah, good on them.
Good on them.
Yeah, just buy it. Yeah, and apparently there was 600 sober neo-Nazis for the weekend.
Still too many.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, that's too many in one place.
right.
It's just too many Nazis ever.
Hopefully they were not, just sticking around and just went back to their homes.
From what I read, there's maybe 32 arrests. It's still not great, but
No, it's not. It's not.
yeah, the best you can hope for.
Right.
As far as I can tell, nobody died and nobody,
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
Those are the good things.
So speaking of good things for, I guess you could call it the greater good, Corona.
Fuck Corona. But
yeah.
what about them?
Yeah, screw Corona until they give us money to tell us to stop.
Yeah, your beer's trash until you give us money to stop.
That's right. And then
Bully Corona. Hashtag.
So aside from that, they are actually doing some good things. They have come out with a new can design. It is what they call the Fit Pack.
Uh-huh.
And what it is the cans are now able to be interlocked together.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, you take the top, you screw it on to the bottom of the one underneath it,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of creates just a beer tube.
Yeah, that's a game called Wizard Staff.
Yes, exactly. Except this does not require duct tape.
Right. So is that how they're saving the environment, by taking the duct tape out of the equation?
So kind of, yeah, because what it's doing is it's eliminating the plastic rings.
Yeah. Okay.
So they actually had something similar where they had the cardboard rings and the biodegradable rings.
Mm-hmm.
That was something that they had used in the past.
Okay.
Now they're using the interlocking rings, and it actually is an award-winning design at the Cannes Lions International Festival of Creativity.
So
in France.
So if you buy it,
Yes.
I feel like my imagination isn't serving me correctly, or it is.
Right.
When you buy a 6-pack of Corona in this style, is it just like a stand-up 6-pack, or?
So they don't actually say how it's going to be sold.
Yeah.
So I hope it's something where, for example, Carlsberg has what's called the Snap Pack, which what it is it's essentially cans that are glued together.
Right. Yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like biodegradable glue that.
Right.
Yeah.
But it does not say how it will be sold.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an interesting floor space that you could take up. You could have 6 cans standing up,
So what they
but they might just fall over.
what they say is you can go up to 10 cans high. That's a lot of Corona.
That's that's probably 10 cans high full.
Yeah.
But anybody who's played Wizard Staff knows you go till you can go no longer.
Drink till you can't.
I would also like to see if you can build a raft out of this.
I would. Ooh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm hearing is Hop Nation USA, start collecting all your Corona cans.
I'm not building it. Somebody else did.
No, we'll build it, but we're not
Okay.
drinking it because it's garbage until
Right.
they pay us to tell us to stop.
Right. Even that it'd still be garbage. We just won't say it anymore. Fuck you, Corona.
All right, I won't go that far,
I will.
but pay us money.
Pay us and the bullying stops.
We get what we want.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are winning awards over there at the Corona House.
Interesting.
Good for them.
Interesting. Yeah, I would like to see if it ever gets truly implemented. If that just becomes a standard.
Right. I'm all about reducing waste in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. But until then, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yes.
We'll wait and see.
Yes. So what else you got?
This one we kind of, sort of maybe missed.
How so?
Kind of, sort of. Well, it happened earlier in the month, and we just weren't thinking about it or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
I just remember seeing the story, but we didn't talk about it yet until now. There is a new distributor that will ship beer to your house in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this was on the Next Pittsburgh website.
Okay.
But there's the Brentwood Distributing out of West Mifflin.
Okay, not Brentwood.
Not Brentwood, yeah, right.
Okay.
But they launched a new website called Beverages to You. That's with the number 2 and the letter U.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Beverages to You. And they'll send you beverages to your house.
So it's not just a clever name.
Right. It is actually functional and lets you know what's happening.
So how does it work?
It works by you go on the website.
Okay.
And then you pick beverages. And then you tell them where you live.
And then they send them to you?
And they send them to you. You got to pay money.
Oh, there's the catch.
There's the catch. It does cost money. So yeah, it basically just works as like any other like regular e-commerce site. It's not like Tavor where you have to wait a month.
Gotcha.
Because they will send you weekly shipments from beverages to you.
Okay.
Yeah, but it works like any other e-commerce site. You just go on, pick what you want, put it in your cart, say I want, and then they send
it to you. Is there a limit? How is it 10 cases, 1 can?
You know what? I actually don't know. I don't know how many cases you can get.
Okay.
But you do have to buy by the case.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we talked about, you've probably heard us talk about Tavor in the past, and that's kind of just pick a bottle, pick a can, and you can have as many as you want.
Right.
Giant Eagle launched their delivery service, which is much more about getting 6-packs to your house. Mm-hmm. Beverages to You is about getting cases to your house.
Yes.
So these are your options.
It's either one or all of them.
Right. Like Levante, they'll send you through their Mercury service.
Okay.
They'll send you a 6 or a 4 or whatever,
Oh, all right.
But this one is all about the cases. And
big drinkers.
Yeah, big drinkers. So, and then you have to consider if you're buying a case, most of what you're going to get on this website isn't like the wild, hard to find stuff.
There will be no whales.
More than likely not ever, no.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, I didn't do too much digging.
Okay.
So that it may be possible at some point that you can get like a Dogfish Head 120 case.
Okay.
So yeah, you might be able to find that later on. I think they're still kind of just adding to the inventory of what they're can ship out. Mm-hmm. It's also worth noting that it's not just beer.
Oh.
They do soda.
Nice.
And they do hemp products as well.
The CBD.
Yeah, the CBD drinkables. They have those as well.
Okay.
But yeah, they'll send you all that stuff to your house. They have Red Ribbon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
out of, I believe, Natrona Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get some cases of Red Ribbon.
Yeah.
You can get cheer wine.
Okay.
Yeah. In the glass bottle.
Nice.
Yeah. I just to do a little bit of a pricing just to maybe help people gauge.
Yeah.
Of how much.
Because I assume there's going to be a bit of a premium.
A little bit.
Okay.
So looking at a case of Golden Monkey by Victory. $42 for the case itself.
Okay.
And then shipping added a little bit more on when I looked to have it shipped to my house. $61.24.
Okay. But you know what? If you can't get it,
right,
it's worth that premium.
If you can't get it, or if you're the kind of person who has a lot of scratch,
yeah,
like I said, you can set up a weekly subscription, and they'll just refill you every week. No thought to it.
That's a lot of Gold Monkey.
Well, if you're rich and you have parties all the time.
True. You're looking at what? 3-4 beers a night on that.
Yeah. But, if you're having your cookouts and such.
That's true. That is true. And that would be nice if you're able to have it delivered. Is it through a courier service?
Yeah, it's through a courier service. So if you're getting beer from them, you do need to have somebody who's 21 to sign for the package.
But okay.
Yeah.
So, but that's still fine, because if you say you've got a cabin,
right,
and you're having your big blowout cookout,
right,
have it all shipped there, man.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you could probably set it up so it gets there when you want it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say, and again, we're talking Pittsburgh local, but this does go to everywhere in the state.
Right.
So anywhere in Pennsylvania.
Erie to Philly.
Right. If you're outside of Pennsylvania, kick rocks.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
just go to a P.O. box.
Yeah. How about this? If you're outside of Pennsylvania, I still believe you can get some of their brewed to burn beer candles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I assume they can still ship the pop.
I think so.
I don't see how could there be regulations against sending cheer wine?
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you're listening to this outside of PA, you can still get Cheerwine and Red Ribbon.
Go with the Red Ribbon.
Yeah, those are our local.
Yeah, go with the Red Ribbon.
Yeah, get yourself some Red Ribbon grape and Red Ribbon almond.
Yeah, that almond is where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one last neat little thing. I don't know if it's neat, depending on your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But as it turns out, there is a bit of turmoil going on with the Breckenridge Brewery.
Okay.
Breckenridge out of Breckenridge, Colorado makes sense. They're one of the OGs.
Yeah.
Until they got bought up by AB InBev.
Right.
So apparently, what has happened was one of the original founders, Richard Squire, he got out of the business and moved into other ventures, including real estate.
Okay.
So one of the pieces of real estate that he owns is the building that the Breckenridge Brewery in Breckenridge, Colorado, is located.
Okay.
So, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of Breckenridge going on here.
No, I don't own the company anymore, but I own the building that you're in.
Right.
Okay.
And then he pulled the lease.
Ha ha! Got him good.
That's exactly what it was. Yep, just pulled the lease.
That's funny.
Yeah, the brewery claims that they had a 5-year lease agreement, and he's just sort of like, yeah, never mind.
So was there any statement as to why he did that?
No.
Like from his side, were they disobeying fire codes or something, or
No.
Okay.
I don't know if he just decided, you know what, screw these guys.
Yeah.
This is how I'm gonna get back at them.
It's LOL, ha ha ha.
Right, exactly. It just seems like a very childish move, but on a very adult level.
Yeah, if they're that's wrecking jobs and careers.
Yeah, exactly. So, Breckenridge / AB InBev is countersuing for $100,000.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
$100,000. That's that'll take care of the quote unquote damages to their business.
Man, that tells you just how much fucking money they have.
Yeah.
That you can shut down a brewery, I guess.
Yeah.
You can shut down a brewery, whatever, we'll just transfer this to the Van Nuys location.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Yeah. So I'm very curious how this is going to go.
Yeah. That's like you said, it just seems so petty.
Yeah.
If they don't give a reason as to why he did it. He's just nah.
So I take that back. I do know why. His statement is that the Breckenridge Brewery and its original location on Main Street specifically shouldn't be run by a Belgian-based conglomerate.
Oh, okay.
So he's just dick swinging.
Oh, all right. So that's even better.
Yeah.
That's just straight up, fuck you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you, buddy.
This is my playground.
Yeah.
This was your playground. Now get out.
Yeah. And that's kind of cool, and I hope, what I hope this actually leads to is him just allowing some other brewery, an independent one.
Right.
That seems like what will happen.
And what I assume will happen is they'll put a new brewery in there, and then Breckenridge will go to their own piece of property somewhere else in town.
Right.
And they might build a big fancy new brewery, on the outskirts of Main Street kind of thing.
Right.
And then you'll have more breweries, and then it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of funny that there's grown men playing these kinds of games.
Yeah. It's just funny.
And it's very funny.
I like it. I'm with it. I'm down for it.
So that came from the good people of AmericanCraftBeer.com.
Cool. You hear that? Just yeet people out your business. That's the word of the week, obviously.
Speaking of yeeting, this it's beer from Royal Docks. What do they call this one?
The old backyard crusher.
The old backyard crusher. Yeah, all right.
We didn't really mention it like at the top of the segment, but it's pretty refreshing.
It is.
I would say it has a little bit of a dry finish to it. So I don't know how many of these I could put down.
Yeah. I feel that you could put this in a crushable category with an asterisk.
Thought the way you were going to go is you could put it in a cooler with a bunch of other beers, and you kind of mix and match with this.
That was the asterisk I was going to go with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where if this is the only one you have in the cooler, you might get, tired of it after 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But if you, have one or two to kind of switch things up in between, you can drink that all day.
Yeah, mix it up with something fruity, and you can go forever, I guess.
Perpetual drinking machine.
Yeah.
Band name, called it.
Life skills. Called it.
All right, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Bye. First Sip Brew Box is a one-of-a-kind subscription service for craft beer lovers based right here in Pittsburgh. Every month, First Sip will send you a box full of craft beer enthusiast essentials, including t-shirts, glassware, and even food. Right now, our friends at First Sip Brew Box have an offer for you. Just sign up for a 3-month subscription and get your 4th month free. Just enter the code HOPUSA when you sign up at firstsipbrewbox.com. That's HOPUSA at checkout to get your 4th month free at firstsipbrewbox.com. Hey Steve, what's 311 backwards?
I don't know.
It's 113, and that's what episode we're on.
You really came original with that.
Yeah. Well, look at my face. It's amber.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it does.
No, it isn't. No, it doesn't, because your face is pink, like every other Irishman.
No, choy.
You got a pink old face.
Go ahead, keep going.
What's your rosy cheeks?
Choy. All right, we're back. Now that we're done getting made fun of for my heritage, I guess.
Yes. The Irish are the last people you can pick on.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. We can take it.
You can make fun of the Irish and the Italians, and that's it.
Yeah.
And Sam's not here, so.
It just gets defaulted to the Irish.
Right. Just default to the Irish. I can make fun of the Slavic trash because I am.
That's right. Right. So now that you're done Slav squatting, we can get back to drinking beer.
Right. Now that I'm done smoking ciggies and drinking vodka in my track pants.
All right. It's time for our next beer, which hopefully does not offend anybody, and hopefully it's actually a good one. I think this is the first time we've had this brewery on the show.
No.
I don't think this is the first time we've had this brewery on the show.
Fully incorrect.
Okay, then.
Because they actually have had one of the most infamous beers on this show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that was the Elevator.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is Elevator out of Columbus, Ohio.
This is Elevator Brewing with...
Yeah.
Oh, we should start introducing beers that way. Just old radio DJ.
Oh.
This is Elevator Brewing with...
Red, wheat, and blue.
Yeah, that's what we're drinking now.
Yeah, it's the red, wheat, and blue.
Yeah.
We're going to have to insert some guitar riffs in there.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
They probably already happened. You know how that goes. Somebody calls out post-production, it already happens.
Fix it in post.
Yeah. But I leave in you calling it out.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
That's how the show goes.
I'm good with that. So this is a 5.9% ABV beer, 20 IBUs. It is a farmhouse ale. Some would even call it a Saison. It's made with berries.
Okay.
Don't ask me what kind of berries.
Well, I'm going to guess blue is one of them.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm going to guess blue.
That would make sense. Blueberries and raspberries seems like a reasonable assumption. But I don't know for sure.
Okay. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to guess.
Okay.
So just to jump back, we mentioned how they had the most infamous beer on here.
Yes.
I cannot remember what episode it was, but Elevator has the Ghost Scorpion pepper
That is
beer,
a hellacious beer.
which is, it's the hottest beer we've ever had.
Yeah, bar none.
So go back into the archives, You can listen to us be very, very upset.
Yes. And not at Elevator.
No, not kind of an elevator. They did it.
They did, but they knew what they were doing.
Right. They did it, but they also did it. So.
Right.
Because that was the second time we had done a spice episode. Mm-hmm. And up until that point, of the 5 spicy beers that we had to that point, all of them were pretty lackluster.
Yes.
And then this elevator beer was the spiciest fucking beer we've ever had.
Goliath comes in and starts wrecking shit.
Yeah, it's savage beer.
Yeah. So if you find it, get it.
Get it, put it in your face, die, and tell us about it.
Yeah. You can live tweet us.
Yeah.
While you're drinking the beer.
Well, you can dead tweet us.
Yeah, that too. Just the last tweet's just going to be...
I don't want to live anymore.
Anyways.
I done shitted out my guts.
So, Elevator was actually opened in 1999.
Yeah.
In an old grain elevator.
Mm-hmm.
So, congratulations to Elevator Brewing for 20 fabulous years.
Good for them.
Yes, agreed.
They also have a really nice tap room in downtown Columbus.
Right on.
It's like in an old fucking hotel. Maybe saloon/hotel, but either way, it's a very old world.
Right on. I can dig it.
It's classy. Go see it.
All right. On this beer, I'm telling you what, it looks nice and reddish.
Yeah, it's got like a little bit of a pink hue, but there's some almost blue to it.
Mm-hmm. Almost like there's red berries and blueberries in there.
Almost. Could be, possibly.
I don't know. They might be trying to sneak something in there.
Yeah, cannot confirm. But yeah, it's not like a light pink like a rosé.
No.
It's a little bit deeper in color than that.
It's almost like an amber. If you look at it kind of quick.
No. Yes. Stop trying to push that. 311 sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
On the nose, it's definitely a sweeter smelling beer.
Yeah, it's sweeter smelling. You don't get like really any hop off of it.
Mm-mm. Then you don't get a lot of the Saison farmhouse,
right?
Blanket.
Yeah, that's what
blanket.
That's what I was gonna say next. Is like you don't get that horsey funk smell to it either.
Horsey funk band name called it.
Horsey funk opening for Thumpasaurus.
That's a good double bill.
Right.
All right, let's drink this. Interesting. Okay.
If you put enough adjuncts in something, you can cover up whatever the offensive part of a style is.
See, here's the thing, though. I don't think they covered it up. I think they complimented it.
I'll kind of agree with that, but it just, as somebody who does not like Saisons or farmhouse ales,
mm-hmm.
This is drinkable.
Right.
So,
and as somebody who is much more apt to drinking those,
mm-hmm.
as in I'm willing to,
right,
as compared to you who is not willing to,
yes,
and this is for the good people of the Hop Nation USA,
right.
I find this beer quite enjoyable because the adjuncts work with the style of the Saison. They kind of work in parallel. It's not just all berry or all horse blanket. They're kind of both there.
Yeah, it has kind of that farminess to it, and it has it's dry, but it doesn't really finish dry. It doesn't like drain your palate out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice, and like you said, it's not overly sweet.
Yes,
but the berries do add enough to it, at least for me,
mm-hmm.
that it cuts the offensive parts.
Yes, of
what I usually find from Saisons.
Mm-hmm.
Cuts the offensive parts of it. We talked last week about Cellarworks put out, again, it was like a mixed berry sour.
Yeah.
And there was enough fruits in that. There was enough fruit sweetness that it covered up, what could have been like a really puckering beer.
Yeah.
For me.
It just made it nice.
It just made it nice, and it made it enjoyable. And that's kind of what's happening here is
mm-hmm.
like, this is nice and enjoyable because it's cutting the bad parts. Cut the bad parts.
It's kind of like putting a brewery in kind of a defunct neighborhood where, hey, it's not all bad. Mm-hmm. Come on over. We got good parts.
Yeah, we got good parts. We have the brewery. Mm-hmm. The bowling alley's on an uptrend.
They got new pins.
Yeah, they got new pins. They got the lasers at night, and the black lights.
And that sounds like some good summer entertainment. And speaking of good summer entertainment, you like that? I don't care if you do or not. I do.
That wasn't bad.
That's the important thing.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Is Hop Nation USA. This is a project we've been working on for all of 4 hours. We are going to announce Hop Nation USA is going to open their very own theme park.
Coming summer 2020, but we got to talk about it summer 2019.
That's right.
Get you hyped.
We got to build it up.
That's right.
So what we're doing is we are going to open our own beer-themed theme park, our own Hop Nation USA themed theme park, and you're going to give us money.
That's right.
Starting now.
Give money. Give money, please.
So what we're doing, this is obviously a beer-themed theme park. Can I just say beer-themed park?
Yes.
Because beer-themed theme park just does not...
That's too many words. You got to cut it down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Simplify.
Marketing.
Yeah. I'm not good at marketing.
You got to do beer theme park.
Beer theme park. That's
right.
why you do everything.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we have some rides, we have some features, we have some things of that nature that are going to be involved in said theme park.
Essentially, what we're going to do is we're just going to buy Geauga Lake and reopen it.
Yeah.
For us.
And that comes with the first feature of the park, which
it's Geauga Lake.
It's Geauga Lake. It's right up the road.
Yeah. Second feature, 2 parks for 1 ticket.
That's right. If you get the mega ticket, we'll let you into the old SeaWorld.
That's right.
But the very first feature is how you get into the park.
Okay.
Everybody's got to line up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Park doesn't open until 10.
That's right.
But just so you know, there's only 96 tickets available.
Okay.
After that, you got to start trading to get them.
That's right. That's fine. We will allow you to drink beer in line.
Yes.
That's okay. We allow that on the grounds.
We do. However, there will be spot checks.
Right.
To make sure it's not total garbage.
Yeah.
Unless you have a justifiable reason as to why you're drinking it. Say, for example, you are caught walking around with a Corona.
Yeah.
And you know, an officer stops you and says, "What's with the Corona?" And somebody says, "It was free. Somebody gave it to me." I'm all right with that.
If you can give that as an excuse, but if you're caught with Corona in your trunk, you are asked to leave the premises.
Yes. Firmly and directly.
Firmly and directly, you are asked to leave. The park does not sell Corona.
Correct. Damn right we won't.
That's right. Until they pay us. Fuck you, Corona.
Yeah. Shit. So, I don't even have a name for this place.
It's just Hop Nation USA.
I like it.
Yeah, the theme park.
It's like Dollywood.
Like, the theme park.
The theme park.
Yeah. That's all it is. But I mean, that's where you go. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to Hop Nation USA." You know, that's the point.
Right. That's where you're going.
So a couple other features we should explain to people that what they're getting with their ticket price if they're so lucky to get one lining up early.
Yes. And by the way, there are no pre-sales.
Yeah. No pre-sales, no anything else. Everything's at the door. You got to just get there early enough.
Max of 4.
Max of 4. That's right. You can't just buy can't buy tickets and take them home to your friends.
Right.
You can't buy a bunch of tickets and then post it on Instagram. Can't do that either. You buy it and you go in.
Right.
What we will allow, though, is you can take beer on any ride you want. And this is certainly not a ploy to get you to spill your beers so you buy more beers in the park.
For a nominal fee.
Right. This is just for you to drink beer on the ride, not a money marketing scheme.
So that includes the roller coasters. Of course, you had to have a signature roller coaster. And ours is called the Hype Train.
Yeah.
Which will follow the hype of the next Hype Train brewery that comes along. You stand in line. There are signs that say it will only take you 10 minutes to get to the train. However, there are red tape bandits.
They're red tape bandits?
Yeah, red tape bandits who will randomly change the direction of the line.
Oh, okay.
Send you in other directions that you had no idea existed and no idea why you had to do it. It's just that somebody told you you had to do it. And then you'll get there 3 hours later.
This is an important way to simulate opening an actual brewery yourself.
Correct. Yes. And by the time you actually get to the train, you're not entirely sure that this is going to work anyways.
Right.
But you do it anyways. You've come this far. So what happens is you go up this hill just a little bit, and then the opening hill is a huge hill.
Okay.
Where that simulates where, you know, hey,
grand opening,
things are good. And then you go dip a little bit because you still have to get your, you know, your recipes fully vetted out. Breweries usually take 3-6 months to get, you know, their feet underneath them.
Something like that.
You know?
Yeah.
And then once that hits, then all of a sudden there is the Instagram light. And what that does is that shoots you right up the launch hill. You don't know when it's going to happen because it's in the dark.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, top of the hill.
Top of the hill.
And that's when you reach USA Today Hill.
USA Today Hill.
That's when you get involved in polls, Instagram hype, things like that.
See, I think, it's important to mention, like, when you get up to the top of USA Today Hill, there is a camera at the top of the hill.
Yes.
To take your picture and put it on Instagram.
Yes.
And then, as you go back down the hill, there's another one, just so you get a series of Instagram photos.
Yes.
Letting everybody know that you're taking part in the hype train.
Yes.
Everybody has to know that you're on the hype train.
And you got there early.
Yes.
And then you go through a series of loops and things like that. And what's interesting is instead of this being a fully circular roller coaster, it's a what you would call a not quite an out and back, but it's a singular track. And then it stops halfway through with a vertical climb. And that's what we're calling the vertical.
Okay. I played a good bit of Roller Coaster Tycoon too.
Mm-hmm.
When you reach the vertical,
yes,
you're going to have to get enough momentum coming back.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, the track is a track that was built in 2016, 2017,
right,
2018,
right,
2019.
Constantly under construction.
And if you pay a little bit extra, you can get to a 2014 track that nobody really knows about.
Interesting.
Yes.
Very good. All a part of the hype train.
That's right. Opening 2020.
Only found at Hop Nation USA, the theme park.
All right, Steve, what else do we have at our theme park?
Again, as I already mentioned, I played a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Mm-hmm. So I know, exactly how to operate a theme park.
Of course.
Obviously. I think one of the important things is we're going to have extra garbage cans.
Yes.
Because there's going to be a lot of puking.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to have a series of troughs in the sidewalk.
Okay.
Just to easily spray puke into the troughs and down into the drains.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
watch your ankles.
Is that something that where maybe for a small fee we can get them some waders or some barn boots?
I mean, if they really want them, yeah, we could sell them.
In the gift shop.
Like branded.
Yeah.
You got to brand them.
Branded barn boots.
Yeah. I think it's also important to note that on all of these rides, like you were talking about the hype train, all of these rides that we're going to have can be, the breweries can buy naming rights to them.
Yes.
So 1 week it might be the Treehouse hype train, but the next week it might be the Trillium hype train or the 450 North hype train.
Yes.
It can change week to week.
Mm-hmm. We're willing to do that.
Yeah, so of course we're willing to do that because that's breweries paying us money.
Right, and we like money.
Right. But the important thing is, like, you have to keep coming back. So you say that you read the Treehouse hype train. Well,
But
you got to
then-
come back next week so you can ride the 450 North hype train.
Right, because you got to make sure that people know that you were there for every hype train.
That's right. You can buy the naming rights to other rides as well. Like, if you want to have, like, say we have a log flume, and every good park has a log flume.
Yes.
In Geauga Lake, they had the Pepsi Plunge.
However,
There was no Pepsi.
right, exactly. However, at Hop Nation USA,
We'll actually put beer
Yeah.
instead of water. So if you want to ride the Toppling Goliath Plunge,
ooh, I like that.
I think that's just a cool
That's
name.
just a good name, period.
That's a good name for any flume or coaster.
Yeah.
The Toppling Goliath.
Oh, that's badass.
So again, pay us money, Iowa.
Just the whole state of Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa just owes money now.
Iowa, Corona, get together.
Right.
Pool all your money.
I mean, we don't say bad things about Toppling Goliath. We
No.
like them. It's just...
Right. No, I just want one giant check. I don't want to deal with multiple
Exactly.
checks.
Yeah, I don't want multiple checks from Iowa. I just want a big one
One giant charity-like check.
for our theme park.
Yeah.
And the Toppling Goliath coaster.
You have till
Or
next
flume.
Friday.
Whichever.
Or both.
Or both.
If you're feeling froggy.
Yeah.
We got to talk food. Food courts.
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually something that I picked up from one of your tweets earlier in the week, Steve.
Yeah.
Was we have to be able to have all these beers available. And not only that, foods that would pair or possibly pair with them.
Yeah.
So we have a food court that is called Will It Pair?
Ah, yeah.
So all of your breweries that you would like to be able to get to, but you can't get to because it's too many tunnels, too many bridges.
Too many tunnels, too many turnpikes.
Right.
Too far.
Too far. We're going to bring them together.
Yes.
And then we're going to have all of Steve's favorite foods.
Hoagies?
Hoagies, pierogies,
Hoagies,
and other
pierogies.
hoagies.
Hoagies and rogies. Stuffed cabbages. See, yeah, if you allow me to set up the food court area, you are going to wind up with like tastes around the world in a real shitty manner, though, just because I eat garbage. So it's going to be like you're going to have like a Reuben station. And the way I'm seeing it is almost like two sides. You have the one side that's all the foods.
Okay.
And like there'll be food trucks, quote unquote.
Right.
They'll just stay there. They'll never change. But
Right.
you have to serve it out of a food truck. And then the other side will be all beer vendors.
I like it.
And then you have like maybe little lines like a hospital that lead you from. Say you buy a hoagie, and then you got to follow the red line from the food truck. And it'll take you to one of a number of breweries that have beers that pair.
Like that.
Yeah.
I'm taking the red line.
Yeah. You got to follow it. It'll give you a choice of like 3 breweries. You're like, this will all go with your hoagie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
We need one other thing.
Well, I mean, being that it is in the old Geauga Lake Park, there's also going to be the water park section of it.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to lose a lot of money. But we're not going to lose all our money by replacing all the water with beer. Right. It'll just be the toppling Goliath plunge. That's the only one that gets beer in it. We will allow you, again, though, to take any beer on any, feature or water park attraction. Right. And you can spill all the beer in there you want. I don't care.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Please be informed that prior to entry to the park that all release forms must be signed, copied, and notarized.
That's right.
We are not liable.
Yeah. Also, no kids.
Also, no kids.
Also, no kids. But, I think it's safe to say that we should have a lazy river. And the lazy river should have a pull-up station.
Absolutely.
So, you leave your lazy river dock, and then at some point you just run into a bar.
Yeah.
And then you can stay there as long as you want.
It doesn't matter. We're not going to charge you extra.
Yeah, unless you start cramming up the space and people push you out of the way. It's like a real bar.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They just wanted it more than you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a real bar or it's like a beer fest.
Yeah, you can push and shove, but the thing is you're not allowed to put your feet on the floor
you can't push. Yeah.
Of the lazy river.
You can't anchor yourself.
No. You have to maintain in your tube.
Right.
Rules is rules.
And you know what? I'm going to take it a little further.
Okay.
A little more than just a bar.
Okay.
It's going to be multiple stations.
Yeah.
So it's like a beer fest.
Oh, where you're going to have, like, say, for example, your abjuration station.
Right.
And then you're going to have your grist house station. And then you'll have your Straub station. I don't know why Straub's there, but they gave us money. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. They paid for the rights.
Hell yeah.
They can come in. But yeah, you have multiple stations along the river, and then you get the millabouts who just stand in the damn way.
Millabouts.
Yeah, people, that's such a damn irritating thing about Beer Fest is you just have people milling about in front of stations, but they're not drinking, and they're not in line to get beer.
They're just in the way.
They're just chatting like people at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Goddamn in the way.
Millabouts.
But, that's how the lazy river works. You have millabouts in front of stations, and you just bump into them with your raft, send them down the way, send them down to the next station.
There's more beer down that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah.
So, opening 2020, Hop Nation USA.
Yeah, 2020.
The theme park.
Yeah. I got one more feature.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I got one more feature.
Okay.
Again, back to Roller Coaster Tycoon. In that game, you could set up hedge mazes.
Hedge mazes?
Yeah.
What is a hedge maze?
A hedge maze.
Oh, hedge maze.
Hedge maze.
Oh, okay. Like Minotaur style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like Minotaur style.
All right.
I don't know why you could do that because I've never been to a theme park that had a hedge maze as a thing.
No.
Never been there.
But I feel that there's enough parking lot at Geauga Lake.
Right.
We could start one.
There's enough space. But I, just in honor of my times on computer gaming, that's all I know. I know how to set up a hedge maze.
That a hedge maze we shall have.
But within the maze, you usually have to go in, you have to find, like a key, or you have to find like a time card punch or something to let people know you were there. Instead of all of that, it's just going to be hidden beer stations.
I like it.
And there's going to be a rotating station that has a whale. There's going to be a Hunapoo station somewhere in there.
And who knows where it's going to be.
Right. Who knows where, and you got to go find it. Maybe you find it, maybe you don't.
Only one way to find out.
I feel like that's going to backfire on me, though.
How so?
Because eventually the maze will create a line.
Oh.
One person will find it, and there will be a line, and then you just have to find the line.
But at that point, you're just gonna have to shut that station down and pop a new one open somewhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be a movable station.
Yeah, it'll have to be something where like the bottle moves constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
So I think we can open this up to the audience if they have any other suggestions.
Go fund us.
I was gonna say, tell us.
Oh, well, no, you said open it up to the audience. I'm just like, yeah, go fund us money.
Yeah.
Iowa money.
Yeah. Entire state of Iowa, send us money. Corona, send us money.
Ohio, send us money.
Yeah.
We drank 2 of your beers so far on this program, and now we're talking about opening Geauga Lake again.
Really, the tourism board for Ohio should be
Yeah.
calling our phones right now.
This is for you. Oh, we could have like one of those elevator drop rides for Elevator Brewing.
Which, by the way, we're drinking.
You idiots. You can do this so
Holy
easy.
Shit. Wait, are you yelling at them or yelling at us?
I'm yelling at them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm yelling at them. They're just leaving money on the table at this point.
That's true. You guys are old salts in this business. It's been 20 years.
Yeah, you've been around since 1999. We've only been doing this 2 years, and we've already figured out to create one of those elevator drop rides called the Elevator Brewing Drop. You knuckleheads.
That's a good way to get a positive response out of the brewery. Just
Right?
call them knuckleheads.
Yeah. Fuck Corona.
But no, seriously, this elevator, red, wheat, and blue. No, I'm digging on it. I like it.
I don't completely hate it. It's the more I drank it though, it just became too much of a saison.
Well, I can see that, but
Yeah.
to me, that's something similar with the IPAs to me, where at first the adjunct's like, oh, okay, this is doing something.
Right.
But eventually it kind of comes back around to what its base is. You kind of pick that up more and more.
Right.
Same way with me and the IPAs. So I understand where you're coming from. Me, I don't mind it. I'll finish the bottle. Screw you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not going to say it's bad because it's just simply not my style. I do think, it was good enough for me to drink those first couple drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was good in the beginning.
Yeah.
But then it became a saison, and I go, farm town, don't love it.
Well, I'll let you, reset your palate a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. Come back, segment 3.
I gotta go smoke more ciggies and drink some vodka.
Okay. All right.
Gotta roll my pierogi dough.
Get some fresh track pants on.
That's right. And get my sour cream and start throwing it in the flour.
All right.
Roll it up.
I'm going to go start a bar fight. I'll be back.
Had a drink about an hour ago. Fell somewhere by the table, or maybe the floor.
Hey, we're the girls from the Despair and Distress podcast. We sit around drinking, talking about things that creep us out.
That is if we can get past our wildly inappropriate banter. We may not have our facts in order, but we sure have fun trying.
So if you're interested in hearing about things you wish you hadn't, then maybe swing by iTunes, Podbean, etc. and give your earbuds a nice little tickle with our podcast.
But be warned, if you came here for true facts, you're gonna be out of luck.
You can also find us on Twitter at beer_dis.
Or the Twitter.
Welcome back, Hop Nation. This is segment 3. Time for beer 3 of your summer beer preview.
Yeah, it's kind of like your guide to summer drinkings.
Yeah.
What can you do? What do you got? These are your choices.
So
And more, because we're only doing 3.
that's right. Trust me, there's more.
Right.
So
maybe you find a good one this episode.
Yes. We've been in the state of Ohio. This whole episode. So now it's time to go west, young man.
Been milling about in Ohio. Our third beer for the evening is coming to us from the Stone Brewery out of Escondido, California. This one is the Enjoy by 7-4-19. Most people know about, the series of just, they're supposed to be super fresh IPAs.
Yeah.
That's why they put the Enjoy by date on, so you're not in a store buying old IPAs.
Right.
As, happens a lot.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't happen to you, Adam. You don't buy old IPAs because you don't buy IPAs.
Correct.
But, there is a freshness issue out there, but Stone is kind of, I'm going to bite myself just saying this.
Go ahead.
But on their website, they say they shift the paradigm
Okay.
by labeling it so big,
Okay.
so not to buy shitty old beer. That's what it is.
It is.
Yeah, it's shitty old
It is.
beer.
I don't know. No, just shitty old beer just kind of
Right.
tickled my fancy.
Yeah. But yeah, specifically to this version, they have had multiple versions of this beer, and it changes almost with it, almost with every iteration, I would
With
say.
the seasons.
Yeah, it changes. This one, though, is an unfiltered IPA,
Okay.
and it's a Defiantly Independent double IPA.
A dipper.
A DIPA. It comes in at 9.4%.
That's a big dipper.
That's a big DIPA. And the IBUs are 94.
Son of a bitch.
Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Great.
You want to take me to Saison Town? We'll see how this goes. So I will say, though, part of like the changing is I actually was on Untapped, looking at info and stuff, seeing if I could maybe find what hops. Apparently, there's just like a mixture of 10 different hops that goes into these.
Okay.
But I did find my old check-in of the 7.415.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the 7.415 only had 88 IBUs.
Oh, so they upped their game a little bit.
Yeah, so
Right on.
they made this one a little more punch.
So it's kind of funny. You don't like Saisons. I don't like IPAs.
Right.
You bought the Saison.
Yeah, I actually
I bought the IPA.
Yes, if you want to pull the curtain back, yeah, I actually bought the Saison and you bought the IPA.
So we're a couple of dummies.
Right. Well, whatever.
We did it to ourselves.
You have to do it for the audience.
That's true.
My home drinking habits are completely different from what they are
Same
on the show.
here. Same here.
If you just watch me at home, it's just like stout, liquor, stout.
Well, I think the bigger problem is why is somebody looking in your window watching you drink?
I don't know. They obviously have less going on than I do.
I guess. Watching the guy that has nothing going on.
Right. Sure, you want to watch me edit video and
Drink liquor.
yeah, drink liquor? All right.
Coming soon, the Hop Nation USA theme park.
That's like our Hall of Presidents.
That's the stage show.
Yeah, that's the Hall of Presidents stage show. It's just me drinking and editing video. You revving your car engine.
We're gonna make money.
Money.
Not a lot of money. We're gonna make money.
We're gonna lose a lot of money till that Iowa check comes in.
That's right.
You want a toppling Goliath roller coaster? You pay for it.
That's right. You Hawkeyes, get your shit together. You too, Corona.
Fuck you, Corona. All right, so yeah, looking at this beer, it's not quite VFW. It's a bit lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a nice golden straw color to it, though.
Got some nice head on it too.
Yeah, good head, good effervescence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am enjoying the looks of this beer so far.
Good looking unit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ha 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 ha. That's a lot of hop.
Ugh. Ugh.
It smells fresh. I'll give it that.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
as potent and as pungent as that may be to you, you can't deny that it is fresh.
I cannot deny it. I'm not gonna. Well, I'll try it.
Yeah,
I'll try it.
yeah. So yeah, there's not much to say. It just smells like a really fresh hoppy beer.
Yeah.
It has some tropical notes to it, but other than that, like nothing. I think because it is a blended 10, you're going to be hard pressed to really pick out what the hell.
Right, unless the ratios are way off, where it's 90% one and then 1% everything else.
Yeah, and I don't think it's that way. I think it because it is a seasonally fresh beer, it kind of moves. The hop schedule probably moves with that, maybe.
Yeah, which is fine.
With availability is really what it is.
All right, let's do this. Huh? I've had worse.
Okay. I actually really expected you to react more negatively.
No, I've had worse.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It almost seems like there's a good level of maltiness that comes along with this to kind of cover things up a little bit. Do I like it? No.
Okay.
But I've had way worse.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just a complete hot bomb.
Yeah, it's not like it's nowhere near approaching a decadent DIPA, which is usually just mostly sugar and Pop-Tarts and what the fuck ever else.
Right.
But there is a sweetness to this that really cuts a lot of the bitterness, but the back end is still crazy bitter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all you.
Yeah, it is.
You can go ahead and finish this can.
This is my jam by not being jam.
Not for me.
Okay.
Not for me.
Didn't expect that. I don't think the audience expected that at all. You know, they're just,
I'm willing to try.
right.
It's for the good of the show.
That's why I'm here to say yes.
Yeah.
Again, the dynamic for any new listeners is if Adam doesn't like an IPA, but I like an IPA, it's probably a good IPA.
So you should probably go, take a look for this IPA.
Yeah, check it out.
But in the meantime,
we've been talking summer, and we've just drank 2 beers in a row that are obviously July 4th themed.
oh yes,
You know, Summer Saison, red, wheat, and blue, and then Enjoy by a 7-4-19, also July 4th.
yeah. And if you take a look at the can, well, guess what? It's a very patriotic can.
Yeah. Very patriotic can. So I think it's important that we help breweries out.
Yes.
And the way you help breweries out is making sure they always have something new on tap and differentiating themselves. There's so many brewers that are really mad right now.
I know. That's okay.
Yeah. It's like we're tired of brewing new stuff. We don't.
Can't I just have a simple red ale?
Yeah, can't I just do my red ales for the month? Stop making me brew new shit with new adjuncts every time. But no, you have to understand the market. The market is full of people that are racked with FOMO.
Yes.
You have to take advantage of this. You have to take advantage of hashtags.
Suck them in.
You have to grab all this up.
Yeah.
Part of taking advantage of hashtags, though, is finding ways to celebrate all those fake-ass hashtag holidays.
Yeah.
Anybody can brew a July 4th Independence Day beer.
Everybody knows about that one.
Yeah. But do you know about the July 5th Apple Turnover Day?
I do now.
You do now.
And so what would one brew for July 5th National Apple, whatever the hell it was, day?
I don't know. Ask Platform. It's probably easy for them.
They've probably already done it.
Yeah, they'll just make an Apple Turnover Berliner Weiss. I'm not terribly interested in doing the easy ones for you.
That does sound good, though.
Right. It does sound good. But I mean, that these are how we help breweries.
Yeah.
Other breweries need to know about these simple ass days, but we're going to get into some of the harder days.
Yeah.
To really grab that, unique hashtag.
But before that happens, Platform, get at us. Let us know when you make that.
Yeah. Send us some Apple Turnover beer.
We'll put it on the show.
Also, they're putting out an icy flavored beer.
Oh, you mean like the polar bear?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Send.
Yeah. Yeah. Red and blue, please.
Send help. But yeah, I mean, there's simple ass holidays like July 5th, Apple Turnover Day, July 10th, Pina Colada Day, August 8th, CBD Day.
Wait, CBD already has a day?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
But these are the easy ones to take advantage.
That is easy.
There's not a lot of imagination that has to go into that. You just make a pina colada milkshake, or you make it,
Yeah.
easy.
However, we got to get into deep cuts.
Deep cuts. So the first one I have, July 26th.
Okay.
It is both Bagel Fest
Yeah.
and it is All or Nothing Day.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this combines very easily because if it's all or nothing, it's everything.
And everything bagel.
There you go.
Ah.
Yes.
Holy shit, that was good.
Right?
Wow. Okay. All right.
I think the best way you go about this is just making an everything bagel goza.
Yeah.
Because everything seasoning already includes sea salt. So it's there. So gozas are salty.
Yeah.
And then you just wind up making a bit of a savory beer like that Dew Claw Q.
Yeah. That's exactly where my head went.
Yeah.
As a savory beer like that.
Yeah.
No, that's a good call.
But you get like sea salt, garlic, onion powder, sesame seeds, and poppy seeds.
I mean, the everything mix is already available, pre-mixed.
Right. It's all there, but I mean, some people like to do the deconstruction.
True. No, no.
Yeah.
They sell it at Walmart. Just buy it there.
Well, maybe you want to space it out. Maybe you want to put your garlic in a little earlier.
True.
You want to minimize your garlic a little bit.
Yeah. You don't want a garlic beer.
Yeah, garlicky beer. It's a toss up. You could be a front runner.
You could.
You can be a front runner.
Ugh.
It could be a goza. The other way you could go with it could be like either a Groot or a Sati.
Okay, a Groot.
Yeah, because those are both like real old world style beers.
Okay.
But they're also generally non-hopped.
Gotcha.
But instead of hops, tend to rely on spices and herbs. So like they'll have things like rosemary and fennel seed and yarrow.
Gotcha.
So it's already got a bunch of goofy shit in there.
Yeah.
So by adding more, it's just everything. It's even more goofy shit. Just make your super savory herby beer.
Yeah.
And that was, somebody called that a trend at some point.
Okay.
So be on the forefront of the trend. Celebrate July 26th with your Bagel Fest Everything All or Nothing beer.
Yeah. So, for me, the first date that I had, which I knew about before I knew which beers were going to be on the show, which was, as a matter of fact, July 7th.
Okay.
And July 7th is Build a Scarecrow Day.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, on the show, we had a beer that is already constructed.
Yeah.
That I would have made specifically for this because obviously a scarecrow is an implement on the farm.
Yeah, it's a farm
Some even
thing.
puts it in the house, a farmhouse.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it was going to be July, so I was going to put some fruits and shit in it, things like that. And then Elevator came along and was like, "No, we already got that."
Yeah, okay.
So
So,
the red, wheat, and blue already fills that. So Elevator pushed that.
push that. The important thing, what you want to do for this, Adam, how you help Elevator, is have them rebrand now.
Yes.
It's no longer the red, wheat, and blue. You just like make it Scarecrow something.
Which is perfect because at that point in time, before the July is already over, you got to come up with the next thing.
That's right.
So if you go with the Scarecrow Day,
Yeah.
Scarecrow beer, Elevator, you'll make a mint.
Yeah, and just run the hashtag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just make like another batch and like sell that for a little bit after
Yeah.
July 4th for those 3 days in between. It becomes
Worth it.
Yeah.
You'll make a little extra on the side.
Little extra scratch. The batch goes a little bit further.
So unfortunately, yeah, Elevator already got ahead of me on this one. So good job, but come on, guys. Help me out here.
You stole his idea without him knowing it. You'll be hearing from his lawyers.
No, you won't.
Lawyer?
I'm easily paid off.
Okay.
Just send more beer.
Okay. Another holiday I found, though, is August 3rd,
Okay.
National Grab Some Nuts Day.
Okay.
Yeah. It pretty much every nut has its own day. Like there's a pistachio day. There's, a peanut day. There's
Right. Even though peanuts are a legume.
right. Hey, we're not arguing that.
No, we're not.
We're not botanists. But this holiday is just kind of a general. Just have nuts day.
All right.
Just have some nuts.
Just go nuts.
Yeah, just have some nuts. So I thought for this, we could maybe get somebody to brew a beer.
Okay.
That it's kind of a beer that we've seen parts of, but I haven't seen the full thing yet. All of it coming together. I would like to see a cashew peanut beer.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Cashew peanut beer with a little bit of honey and a little bit of like spice to it. Maybe some pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the spicy peanuts that you get. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we've seen similar things with like the Rusty Rail Fool's Gold, which is peanut butter Hefeweizen.
Yeah, which is delicious, by the way.
Right. Now imagine that beer with a little bit of cashew, a little bit of spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So Rusty Gold, make that happen.
Yeah, and then they could have like goofy marketing with like grab a bag of nuts or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
No.
grab your nut bag. Or
Did I say Rusty Gold? I meant Rusty Rail.
Rusty Rail.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? You guys can collaborate.
Rusty Rail or Rusty Gold can take it.
Yeah, you guys can
Doesn't matter.
collaborate. Yeah, rust it up.
Yeah, Rusty Rail already has the Fool's Gold. Rusty Gold, take it up a notch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Do multiple nuts, make it spicy.
We're building bridges with nuts.
Yeah.
I like it.
Going nuts.
So the next one that I have is August 1st, which is the universal birthday for all shelter dogs in the world.
Okay.
So that's how you celebrate the birthday of all of the shelter dogs is August 1st.
Huh.
So what you do is shelter dogs are typically not the purebred kind.
No.
They are mutts.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is August 1st. That's right after the end of the month of July. You might have some excess supplies laying around in the brewery. What we're going to do is we're going to make a mutt beer. Everything that you got laying around, all the grains, all the hops, any additional adjuncts, things like that.
Yeah.
We're going to make a mutt beer.
You know what? And the thing about this is any brewery can participate in this one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing is, just like any mutt, they're all going to be different.
Some are bitey, some are stinky.
Right. And some are fantastic.
Some got one eye.
I'm looking at you, Heavy Seeds.
But yeah, every brewery can celebrate that and then just donate your profits to, animal shelters.
Exactly. Just like the Resilient IPA.
Who the fuck? I mean, well, well, I mean, yeah, I was about to say, like, who the fuck is leaving all this money on the table by not making mutt beers?
Yeah.
Like, with all your leftovers. Like, why ain't you doing that? You just brought up the Resilient IPA, and that has not worked out perfectly.
No, it didn't. There's some jamokes out there.
Pay your dues. Your
Yeah.
dues are in arrears.
Yeah, you did this for a good reason, a good cause.
Yeah.
Be cool.
Yeah, your dues are in arrears.
So yes, August 1st, celebrate the birthday of all those shelter dogs.
Hell yeah.
With a mutt beer.
Dirty dogs.
What?
Hey, you're just a bunch of dirty dogs.
All right.
Get them off the street, dirty dogs.
So it's funny, whenever my dad was working on a project
Uh-huh.
and I was helping him out
Yeah.
and something went wrong and he couldn't swear because
That was his curse?
I was a tot. He's like, "Oh, you dirty dog."
You know what? Okay, I'm starting to understand like why you're so old.
Okay.
Well, just because I knew somebody who did that as well, but it was my grandfather, not my father. So like that's why you always seem generationally older by one.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I'm just saying, your great grandpa or your grandpa probably said "dag nabbit," yeah, or just random set of noises that came out of his face.
Harumph.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, back to dog beers.
I bet he said "God bless it," didn't he?
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah. The "God bless it" is such a like.
Such a Mennonite phrase.
Well, yeah, because it's like you're mad, but it's also like you're still uplifting.
Right, exactly.
Because you want to uplift it to get through.
God bless America. That's always a good one. I like that one.
Yeah. Fuck Corona.
Pay us.
That's mine. I stubbed my toe the other day. Fuck Corona.
Shit. All right, I'm out of days.
Okay, yeah. I think we just gave enough, though, to get a little, a starting point. Mm-hmm. And the real point is that breweries need to investigate all these silly-ass hashtags.
Right.
To get in on them. You have to, get that social media presence out there.
Pull us into the brewery.
Yeah, get your nut beers out. Get your nut beers out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Elevator already got their Scarecrow beer out.
Well, yeah.
So
you helped them along.
So kudos to them.
Told them that they have a Scarecrow beer on their hands.
All they got to do is just change the label. And honestly, you know what? Just put some Scotch tape.
Yeah.
Or some painter's tape over the bottles now. And just put Scarecrow.
Right, yeah.
Scribble it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, Scarecrow Day. Hashtag Scarecrow Day. Hashtag Farm Life. Hashtag No Crows Allowed. Hashtag Dirty Birds.
Yeah, you dirty bird. All right. What'd you think of this? The 7-4-19 Enjoy by?
I am enjoying it now. Early.
Well, you're still allowed to. You did
I know.
it before then.
Yeah.
So you're in good shape.
Yeah, I like it just fine. I mean, I like the 7-4-15 when I checked it in, so now I like the 7-4-19.
4 years later.
Yep. Yeah, I like most of these Enjoy buys.
Yeah.
I didn't try the Brute version that came out.
Brute was such a flash in the pan thing. It has gone away already.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just gone.
I feel like most people just never got a handle on like what it was really supposed to be.
Right. I don't think they understood the champagne nuance.
Right.
Just like, oh, I can't drink more than 2 of these.
And the other thing is it went so against the grain. People are still like entrenched in hazy boy time. Mm-hmm. And that like Brutes go so against the grain of that by being super clear and super dry and
right.
Yeah. Market didn't want it.
Nope, I guess not. Try again in 2 years.
Try again, yeah.
All right, Steve, I think it's time we put these on the podium.
I'll put them on the podium.
Put them on the podium.
Easy podium.
Okay.
Bronze goes to the Elevator, red, wheat, and blue.
Okay.
And I like Saisons.
Oh, all right.
It's not a bad beer. Other people would enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
All right.
Not my thing. It's, like, that's all it comes down to on that one. Silver I'm going to give to the Backyard Crusher by Royal Docks. I like the beer pretty well. Mm-hmm. You can drink a number of them pretty easily, being that they're only 5-6%. You're not going to get super drunk off of it. It's refreshing enough. I feel like we've had more refreshing lagers on the show, but this one is still pretty good. It's still worth going out of your way to buy this over Trash Macro.
Yeah.
Like, it has an interesting kind of tropical and citrus and lime flavor to it. In that vein, I'll say this one has more lime flavor to it than a lot of those Mexican-style lagers that we have that say, go for this.
Yeah. Instead of Corona.
Yeah, well, that's not that's not even one of those quote-unquote Mexican-style lagers. That's just a Mexican lager.
Right.
And then you have to add your lime later. But this one is better than, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I think there's one out of Colorado that's pretty famous that I don't like.
I'll be honest, the only one that's coming into my brain right now is a Colto, and I know that's not it.
Oh, a Colto, that's different trash.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it at the time.
There was like super sweet agave.
It was.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about right now.
No. But yeah, this is also still better than a Colto too. Go for this if you're looking for something that's like refreshing with a little bit of lime flavor to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what this is better than?
What's that?
This is better than that Salute the Sun by Elysian.
Oh, yeah.
That was touting itself as a lime beer.
No, get this one instead, for sure.
Yeah, get this one instead. But anyway, gold is going to go to the Stone Enjoy by 7419. It's just a really good DIPA. It fits my favorite parts of what a DIPA could be, in that it's really clear. It's, not full of stupid adjunct. And I feel like I sound like a hypocrite when I say this kind of stuff, because I do really enjoy those decadent desserty time things.
Yeah.
But I just enjoy them as dessert beers. I don't enjoy them as IPAs.
Time and a place.
Yeah. Like when they call them IPAs, I'm just like, nah, no, you're not.
Right. Don't lie to us.
Like,
don't lie to us.
Like, no, you're not. Like, you're just, Pop-Tart beer, and that's fine, and I like it, and it has its place. But when I'm looking for a DIPA, this is what I want.
Right.
Or the Mosaic 300, by Fulton.
Yeah.
Those are good DIPAs because they're just clear West Coast style beers.
They are who we thought they were.
Yeah. They're exactly what I want. Way bitter on the back end, but it has enough maltiness and sweetness to it that it's a really full-bodied beer. It's really flavorful, and it's enjoyable. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Right on. For me, I'm going to be, the exact opposite. I'm just going to mirror exactly what Steve said in so much that it's going to be different. The Enjoy by 7419, to the surprise of nobody, is going to be my bronze medal. Not because it is a poorly constructed beer. It is just simply the exact opposite type of beer that I want. I don't like DIPAs. Steve is pro DIPA. I am anti DIPA, and I'm all right with that. So that goes into bronze medal position. In the silver medal position, I am actually going to agree with Steve on this one and put the Backyard Crusher by Royal Docks out of Canton, Ohio. Good beer. It's a drinker. I think this is a good beer to have as part of a 6-pack, in so much that if you have 4 or 5 of these, you have to have one in there to kind of break things up a little bit. It's a good beer for backyard drinking, period. They called it. They hit it. In the gold medal position, I am going to put this Elevator, red, wheat, and blue. I did like this beer. I thought it played well with the adjuncts and the base style. It worked really well for me. I liked it, and I think between the 3, this is the one I would grab first. That's all there is to it.
That makes sense, and it should be no surprise to the fans.
No. No.
But in the case of summer drinkers, I guess the real winner is the Backyard Crusher.
Yeah.
Because we both agree on its place as a solid drinker.
So it's interesting because they all tied for second place when you add everything up.
Right.
They all averaged a 2.
Everybody. Well, no, but because if you scored it 1 point for bronze and 3 for... damn it.
Yeah, check the math.
Fucking math. I don't do math or geography.
I'm off the clock.
Yeah, ever. I don't read anymore either. Stop asking things about.
Okay, then just go through the spiel then.
I only do SEO and video editing.
You do magic.
That's right. I do, and I do script writing for your business product needs.
Yeah.
All I do. They asked me to read or math. But if you want to get in contact with us, all you have to do is search Hop Nation USA, and that'll get you Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for your social media needs. And if you want to listen to brand new episodes of the Hop Nation USA podcast every Friday, as you should, then search Hop Nation USA in your favorite podcatcher like Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Laughable, Cast FM, Overcast, Farcast, Flycast, Pocket Cast.
That last one was real.
Yeah, Cast Party. Is there Cast Party? There should be Cast Party.
I don't know. We'll find out.
There should be Cast Party, but like Laughable is for all comedians.
Yeah.
There should be Cast Party, and that should be for all like Hollywood elites with their own podcast.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Money on the fucking table, people. God damn.
We need angel investors.
But if you're on any of these platforms, leave us a 5-star review because
we are a 6-star Spangled Banner show, but they only let us use 5.
And that's a bigger crime than leaving beer in your hot car.
Ew.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
No. I'm just saying,
good.
don't do that.
Yeah, I
It's a
agree.
crime.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. It's a crime. But yeah, giving those 5-star reviews, that helps us.
It does. And it makes us feel good.
Grows the show. Yeah. Gives us validation.
Which is really what this is all about.
I live off validation and hoagies, so.
Not in that order.
Nah.
All right, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it for this week. We did these 4th of July themed beers this week. We're a little early on that, but that's because next week we'll be down at the fabulous Couch Brewery
in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh. Well, where else would it be? We're not traveling.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're not traveling that far yet.
Not catching the red-eyed Orlando.
Yeah, until somebody pays us.
Yet. Corona.
No. I'm not flying to Orlando to review Corona.
I would.
I'm not.
I would. I'll do a remote. I don't care. They're flying me to Orlando.
If Corona wants to pay us to fly down to Florida to go to J. Wakefield.
Intercoastal.
Intracoastal.
Thank you.
Let's see. Cigar City will fly down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot down there we'll fly to. Not flying to Florida to review Corona. Depends on the check.
I was going to say, let's look at the check. Let's look at the accommodations.
I am poor, so.
I mean, they swank it out a bit.
Yeah.
I can be bought.
I am poor, so I can be bought. I am going to insist on a Cuban sandwich.
Yes.
And some Cuban espresso.
Cuban coffee? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll insist on those things, but.
I'll keep you up all night.
Yeah.
All night.
I'm already up all night. Don't matter.
All right, then.
All right. Well, that's it. Like I said, we'll be at Couch next week. We'll be joined by Dennis. We'll be talking to those guys. And maybe they'll have some beers that are 4th of July themed, or maybe not. Who cares?
Well, we care.
Well, no. I mean, we're just there to try their beers and let them tell their story.
True.
It doesn't have to be themed.
No.
It's couch themed is what it's themed.
It's in the name. All right. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.
Who are you? What are you doing?
The fuck is in this?
Yeah.